Welcome to the afternoon session of the third day. First of all, I did a couple of automatic roster upgrades off screen because obviously it helps my unit survive a bit longer. I'm continuing with this roster, so I didn't record this one. Hopefully it's understandable that you click wherever you see a red dot, and on the left in the roster it's buggy, so sometimes you see a red dot even if there is nothing to do. So we're gonna collect the energy as usual, so claim everything worth claiming to maximize basically the amount of energy that is available. It's not that much, but more than nothing. And we got some more keys to spend. I forgot spending them, so we're gonna see how the gambling goes. Not that well. Anyway, these small units don't hurt either, and we'll spend whatever is worth spending. I mean, I'm not gonna click on the spend one by one, I'll spend only in blocks of 10. And then there is the main reason why I'm doing this stream with comments is that here is a new event. Look at this. Look at this event. This is one reason why we're doing all this. So those who don't know what is going on, they are gonna be surprised. Oh, there is this angel-like figure. Actually, it's called a judicator, whatever that means, you know. And this looks like a very strong unit. So those who spend have a relatively okay chance of getting it. So, you know, winner takes all event. We're not gonna be winners here. I got the judicator on another account, by the way, in another means. The cost of it approximately 20,000 diamonds. 20,000 diamonds, it's like you can get it in a month for free. So you're basically just buying time here, but you see the top three. So first one is getting the judicator, second one, third one, but they get some extra souls. The angel doesn't hurt either, so these prizes are not bad actually. But only the first 4 get it. And to get to the first 4, you'll most likely have to spend. We can target a top 10. Just like in Formula 1, you know, there are these weaker teams who just want to get in the top 10 sometimes to score. I think we have a reasonable chance of getting top 10, although that reasonable chance is like 20 to 30%. So it's not that high. And here, SR unit token, it's not something I would die for, right? So the first unit that is worth our attention is number 8, but once again, with just some manual action, you can get the angel in a matter of a month or 2. So everything neutralizes in a month or 2. And given it's winner takes all, if we spend any diamonds on getting to the top 10, or top 8 for that matter, if we spend diamonds, in that case I want to see the optionality of whether it pays off or not near the very end. Because we're gonna catch up with these people, unless they start spending heavily. Here is the other event where we can get some more units. So all we need to do is that our power reaches a given threshold. And this is the introduction. Yeah, it's a good unit. This unit is, if I'm not mistaken, this is a commander unit. You have SSR units, and there is an even better unit called a commander. Yeah, aptitude commander, there you go. So commander is even stronger than SSR. And this is the reason why we're not spending diamonds in the game. Because if you spend diamonds on just SSR or less, then you have a lower chance of getting the commander. That's the important part. So that's the event. And we have 4 days and approximately 11 hours. Now 11 hours, right now it's 6 p.m., right? 6 p.m. plus 11 hours is 5 a.m. This is when the server starts. Now, this event suits me quite well because I think I will have the last stay. Because I go to sleep usually around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. This is my normal sleeping time. Most people are asleep already. So I can decide on whether I invest in climbing up the rankings or not. Most likely not. But this is still a decision on our end. Okay, let's see the chat. We haven't recruited for a while. Okay, amazing. We got new members. Let's see the guild. It never hurts. So we're gonna continue recruiting. And I'm happy that so many people are online. So many people are donating as well. Goals that they don't need anyway. So we're making good progress. Then we check the reward packs just in case anything happened. Nothing. And we're gonna check out where we are right now. Are we sent back? No, we're still in enemy territory. That's funny. That's funny that no one managed to eliminate us, so we're still standing. So this means that it's worth getting stronger. Remember, claim this. Not this, but this one. Okay, now we have energy. And marketplace, we got a refresh at 6 p.m. Next refresh is at 9 p.m. So even though I'm not purchasing everything, sometimes when I know that I have the chance to purchase it, I'll purchase the items. These items don't spend diamonds on them. These are not even SSR units, just think about it. Why would you waste the most precious resource that you have? And I told you that sometimes it's cheaper to just go for the unit later and not in the first week event. So there are so many strategic elements in here. Never spend diamonds on this, right? As long as you want to win. If you just want to enjoy the game's fine, so be it. We'll need the scroll for reward completion. We may need some blue crystal, we'll see. And I'm gonna focus on our top units as usual. So here in the skills, let me check the skills. It's interesting that this is our second best unit right now. So it's worth investing in the skills of this unit, just in case this unit gets a bit stronger and may end up becoming top 1. Although the chances for this are quite slim. But anyway, so 9,700, no, actually the chances are there, 31 versus 13, so this actually happened. And then let's see the skills of the top 8. Yeah, we'll need to invest a bit more of these. Spend your resources wisely. So if you have these resources, just make sure that you level up. Good. And now we have these two units. I'll distribute the remaining. No, actually I don't even distribute, I just spend these two stones. It doesn't make a difference. We could have gotten a bit more stones from the dragon had we visited the dragon a bit later. Okay, the recruitment message is there. What does it say? Add as a friend. Okay, I will. I add everyone. I cannot add people to guilds. They have to apply. It's your job to apply. And we have a new team member, so this recruitment message was effective. Okay, let's progress in the story in case we can. (8-2). Power advantage is limited, but it's there. And strategic advantage, we have some advantage as well. We'll make some progress and then finish. Now that I'm streaming, you know, it's better to have some to make some progress here, instead of delaying the progress to a later stage. So if I can make progress, I will. It won't be a lot of progress though. At the end of the 8th level we're gonna get a hero, so that's why it's worth going through these 15 levels. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen today or tomorrow. Unicorn decreases the accuracy of a row of enemy troops. This is information. Just learn this information because later you may learn it in the hard way. So we're leveling up again sooner or later. Maybe even now, maybe even before the evening. We'll see. Moving on. We get some extra units, that helps too. Let's see if we can defeat them. 8-4. 8-4 was in Super Mario, the last level, the 1986 one. So we're already there. We completed almost the 1/3 of the whole game. At least a single player element, but it offers so many surprises. And some people say it has bugs and those could be completed, servers would need to be merged a bit more often and so on. I read all this. But the thing is that if there is a bug, your job as a manager is to exploit that bug to ensure that you meet your objectives. So why care about... I know that some things are buggy, user experience would be better without them, but as long as you can get an edge, in that case use the bug wisely. Okay, let's skip the talk. Unfortunately, we got demoted to 85k versus 84k. I think that I'm gonna start losing some units. Hopefully I'll still win, although there is a wall between the units as well. So it's gonna be a complicated one. We're living on the edge, but we're gonna get the XP and the resources regardless, and we're happy to spend XP on this. Because this is a difficulty spike, not because the opponents are difficult, but rather because we got weakened thanks to this story hero. But given that we entertain the opponent units with defenders, it might... yeah, we didn't even lose any units. I'm surprised that it was so easy. Sometimes power doesn't mean everything. I just looked at the way how the opponent was set up, and it was amateurish enough, out of balance. Okay, griffins. So we got one griffin. Do you want to talk? No, now you want to battle because we took the other one. 117k, but they are out of balance. We can try, it doesn't cost energy. Just in case we lost a battle, we'll see how this works. I haven't lost one, I think, yet. Sooner or later I will. But they are so much out of balance that now we dealt more damage, but unfortunately, now that they went for the back row, it's a bit more even fight. But even now, I only lost 3 units. Now 3 units lost, it means that it's not a 3-star completion if it's a mission, but this is not a mission. So here losing 3 units is absolutely fine. So 8-6. 88k versus 97. As long as they don't defeat our top row, we're fine. I'll give some reassurance to them because the devil seems to be the weakest one. Given this is the weakest one, last time the charged units passed through our defenses on the second row from the top. We're still counting heavily on the defense units. And I can lose one more unit and we have to end the battle in 20 seconds. It's gonna be very borderline. Yeah, I got lucky. This one time. maybe we shouldn't even continue here. Let's see wood elves. If they are just ranged units, mostly they are. In that case, we can even attack them even though we are somewhat weaker. The charge units will do miracles, and the defense units will suffer from the ranged units. And the attacker as well. So I think we have a good chance. By the time they start... Yeah, they haven't even started dealing damage. Basically, we eliminated half of their field, which means that they are half as strong as we are. Okay, let's see this one. Let's see if I have to be a coward. Yeah, I will be a coward. This is a clear difficulty spike. We cannot really do much. We can absorb the chargers, but that's it. We'll get back to here later. So the unit will have to wait. Let's see if we can make progress in the underground. It's kind of expensive to make a huge mistake here. Okay, I'll swap the rows and let's do it. This is problematic because eventually we're gonna go to an attacker. Yeah, this is a small problem. Oh, Lord Hart. Lord Hart is an interesting hero actually. It was part of Heroes of Might and Magic 2 in the good campaign, and then he became evil afterwards. And the Necromancer as well. And he's already evil here. Remember these names: Lord Hart, Sir Holton, and so on. Funny names. Okay. Yeah, we can still manage this one. I think we're gonna have to break through the defenses in the third one. Or the first one. But a charger and an attacker is kind of dangerous. So we get some reinforcements here as well. It's like playing chess, you know. Very high level and very dumb chess so far. So we have too many defenders and we haven't broken through the defenses. We have to get done with the battle in 1 minute. That's why I was worrying a bit, otherwise we would not get the 3 stars. I think we're gonna make it, but barely. We have 2 big blizzards a minute, so the effects of the blizzard are felt before the end of the minute. But I'm not sure if we can get this pioneer completed. It depends. It depends on the power. Power is alright. And yeah, they are out of balance. They are far too attack heavy. And their ranged units are vulnerable. So for this reason we're gonna be fine. We will have to protect some of the units. Good question. We don't have this aura yet. So protection is actually not needed. It's better if we have the same row here. Let's try it. We'll see if we win or not. We can try. And the damage to the back row is already... It's decided the battle already. So it has decided the battle. Let's open the chest. There is nothing else to get. And moving on to number 6. I think this is where we need to stop. Yeah, I'll stop here. And I'll focus the rest of my energy on leveling up. Or, you know what, on Assassin's Creed for that matter, because there we can gain some sort of an edge. Most people don't focus on Assassin's Creed at all, and this must be some smaller mistake, because I think we have the power to focus on it. So we're gonna go to the world. You know, there is this crossover event. First, let's go to the tavern. Yeah, this is not needed. And we will get here. I think we logged in. Third day of login, so we claim this. And we claim this. We already got quite a lot of scrolls for nothing. And you know, we can exchange one. Yeah, this is one of the worst rewards that you can get. This is good. This is even better in the long run, not for week 1. We're going for week 1. Yeah, SR unit sold doesn't matter, we won't get 60 most likely. But these are good rewards regardless. Many of them, for example, this one we won't even use in week 1, I think. But some of these are good. I hope for this 30 tokens of Cassandra. It would be amazing because then we can start spending our scrolls. So let's get some more items. I think we can eliminate this Tomb Keeper. Let's try battling with it. So 43,000 with the defense units, we're gonna destroy them like crazy. So that's a week 1 edge that many people don't even think about. I discovered this like way too late last time. So with my main account, I discovered this like weeks after. We're not doing that well though. So it seems like that the extra skills of the opponent are quite good. So maybe we would need to bring more ranged units. And the number of stars don't really matter. Now their strength is halved. And now we have 1. So we got the 5 silver keys, small edge. Let's see this one. We'll get back to this later this week. Let's see this one. They are way out of balance. Worth risking a try. Way out of balance, but the problem is though that I should have protected the top row a lot more. They will fall quite soon. That was a smart move from the computer to weaken the top one. And we're falling very soon. Yeah, and that's gonna be a problem for my range unit. Very borderline with my strategic mistake. It's gonna be a very borderline battle. I still have more units and spells. So I think we're gonna win this, but I made a strategic mistake of letting the top row pass. And we were very vulnerable. These purple crystals help with the skills. So these extra units can be defeated quite easily. And this gives us something extra. So you see, if you know what the game can offer, in that case you can collect so many things that give you an edge at the right time. So I think now it's the right time. It doesn't cost me anything to battle these. It just costs, except for time, obviously. By the way, health-wise, it's also important. For example, I dedicated this week on investing time for this. Usually my routine is like, okay, 10-20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes worst case. When I'm on the move, I make some moves like in my main account. Here it's a bit different because during the first week I have to go through all the boring tutorials, although there is a skip button I learned. And then I have to grind a bit and make sure to execute everything in the right order because I'm not that experienced in early game. It was a long time ago, and in fact I messed it up big time. And the message is that even if you mess up the early game, it's not a big deal because you will advance, others will slack off. Others will fall behind and you'll move ahead. You can even overtake the spenders. And by the way, this is the beauty of the whole thing, because if you have some extra smartness and dedication, it's I think it's a quite well balanced game, even though some opponents are very hard to beat. But think about it, if there is an impossible to beat opponent, time is on your side, because yeah, you can be maybe some oil millionaire or something, and like spend $1,000 for a while, but after your spending is over, in that case time will not be on your side, because we have to learn how to win strategically. Most likely we lose this battle, or it's at least break even. So yeah, I'd even surrender. It's not even worth continuing. But we didn't spend energy on this, so it's fine. We'll get back to this one as well later. And now the main story, where we get 2 scrolls per session. So we're gonna move the attackers to the top, the defenders here. And it was good to see that the charger unit went to help the ranged units as soon as they saw that at the top the defense was broken through. So these are good updates, or good things, good to know. So having a charger around the ranged units helps, even if you don't have defense. Yeah, we're getting more and more scrolls. And if we're lucky enough to get Cassandra, that would be amazing, because then we can spend more scrolls. If not, we'll manage anyway. So yeah, they are joking about Sandro. I'll just skip Sandro the Necromancer, you know. Oh, the charger unit. I forgot to place him at the bottom. And even worse, Cyclopses will destroy him like crazy behind the defense unit. But at least we have 1 charge unit, but he's gonna die without extra strength. Or maybe not, because we're healing, or what is going on? They're not focusing on this unit, that's why. Yeah, this Sandro is, is summoned this Spartan hero because he thought that hero was an artifact, and now give me the artifact. This is crazy. The Necromancer that became a skull, or a skeleton. And there is also the human form of Sandro, by the way, somewhere. A young Sandro. Who was already kind of an evil Necromancer, though. So moving up to 1.6. We're just hunting for these scrolls. And then after the scrolls, we try to get Cassandra. We may succeed or not, who knows. You need to see the balance of which units are good for what, and then you immediately see if you need some extra help or not. This is the same skill as what was available in Heroes of Might and Magic, whichever version, because you look at the battle and you know in advance whether you want to fight it or not. Let's see. For example, I want to fight this, obviously. I know that Cyclops is not orange, so I just move these units there. Or not orange, not purple. It's not a spellcaster after all. So I was thinking about doing a shorter session, but actually doing it in a longer way helps. I cannot guarantee that we're gonna get lucky, but we can at least try. Here is something. Rock and Firebird hold the key. So Firebird is somewhere here. We're weak enough. to get it. But we can get this one. Oh, 25 scrolls. You see, this is an ingredient for our progress. So obviously we need to make progress here. It's kind of obvious. Because that's how we maximize our chances of collecting the Paladin soul. And by the way, with Paladin, Judicator, Angel, everything else, and the game giving us the castle units, we mainly have a castle formation. So having a strong castle at the beginning is kind of obvious. Most people have that if they finished week 1. Up to some extent. We would still be near the top. But I would not be surprised if they had mainly a strong castle formation. Don't even try this behemoth, I guess it's gonna be... Or shall we? We're quite strong. It could be a borderline battle, but they are defense units and they may be strong. It doesn't cost anything, so we can try. But maybe that's when we're gonna lose. Yeah, these defense units are quite strong. And they are quite resistant to spells. And as we start losing units and we don't eliminate any of the units, that's when we get out of balance. As soon as I lose my second unit, I'll just give up. Yeah, I have to give up. We'll get back to here later. You see, power is not everything. They are quite weak. 68,000. But still strong enough. Okay, 1.9. We're getting more evenly matched, even though enemy formation is quite alright. Yeah, because of this charger, it's not clear cut. I'll take a break here and check out what we got. 47, yeah. This will be used later in the barracks. In weeks, this is good to get the 100 refreshes. This is also a barrack type of ingredient later, and we'll see. We have less and less of these items to collect, and this increases our chances of getting Cassandra eventually. That's what I'm here for. Plus the extras. There could be some extras as well. So we finished 5.5. And we finished, yeah, 5.5 here as well. And we can get some reward here. I'm not relying on it, I just give myself a chance. So if I don't get anything useful, we can still progress according to our strategy. It's not like I'm capitalizing on getting a strong unit. If we got one, fine, but if not, we still survive somehow. Okay, let's focus on our main units. So the Pegasus is the strongest one, which is interesting. Now, we can upgrade them to purple, and this is one of the missions. So if we need anything, and here we need just one extra resource and 2 here, then we will make the upgrade, but unfortunately here we need chapter 9. So I'm rather capitalizing on the level up, but unfortunately for the level up I need 290 more points. So I'm not even sure, well actually it could happen tonight, but later. So I'm gonna collect whatever I can collect. And I think I've spent everything wisely. With the exception of leveling up my main units, which still has to happen. Also skills. So first skills are okay. Sometimes the skill levels increase with leveling up. sometimes. Five out of 5 is important. For example, this one, no wonder why this unit is weak. We need to strengthen this unit, and we got 4 of these items. So we'll spend most of our diamonds to get to level 5, and this wouldn't have made any difference anyway in the other skills, so we increase the other one instead, just temporarily. Okay, what else? Yeah, we don't have any more skill increases, so here we can even try, but it won't make a difference. And let's compare the skills of 5.9k versus 6.5k. He should be part of the formation. He should be part of the formation too, so Gok should be eliminated from the formation. Partially. Or temporarily. So that's done. I'm just intrigued if, yeah, this is the strongest unit. 8.8. 7.2 getting more and more borderline. And we have the strongest units basically. We can move this unit to the back. Okay, that's the formation. And now we're ready. I think we're ready to check what's going on in the guild. We've spent everything. Is there anything else worth purchasing? Let's see. Roster. Unit. That may change things. Privilege. I don't think we're getting this subscription. Or this daily special offer. We'll see. So this is some purchase. In these events we were here. And in the store there is still no 1 diamond purchase. There was something appearing before, but the cheapest one is 850 diamonds. That's like a 30 discount with respect to what we can use, and we don't have to spend at the moment. Resources are always welcome. Oh, and by the way, we have this energy potion. Always use the energy potion. So we'll delay the move to the guild, with the exception of sending a recruitment message. I'm quite religious about that. Okay, and we also have a chance to level up because we got some more resources, and that changes things because we have now 40k. Skills didn't change though. So I'm gonna go for these resources now. I'm quite frugal with the spending though, so it's gonna be 1 by 1. Oh, what's going on? Why is it loading for so long? Sometimes there is an API issue. You know, API stands for Application Programming Interface. That's the interface between the client that we're seeing here, the software, and the server that keeps track of your resources, because these are not stored on your device, but they are stored on some server. This is the EU 267, I think. Okay, and we won't be able to level this unit up, but we got the XP regardless. So we're done with most of the things, I hope. And now that we spent everything, we can go and check out the guild. And also check out what we can do. Let's see. In the world there is something. Yeah, that's our recruitment message. Let's see how our units are doing. 13 out of 31. It means that we don't have to kick anyone out yet. Many of them are quite active. I mean, 1 day ago, if they logged in 1 day ago, it doesn't matter. If they logged in like 5 days ago, that's more of a problem. We can also check our competition in the leaderboard. So we're now number 17. And you see, we only need just 8k strength extra to get to number 10. That's not much. And in the guild, you see that even though we're still level 1, so donations are welcome, even though we're level 1, we're the 3rd best guild. And I think the other two, well, they are recruiting because they kick people out. They are not recruiting. So let's make some progress in the story. I can like go this far, like alone. I'm looking for mainly obelisks. And maybe some victims. This is a good victim. Because eliminating players counts. 100k versus 26k, stand no chance. I break through the defenses on the bottom. The units on the back won't be able to do much afterwards. So if you cannot find obelisks, at least eliminate players. And I hope that someone else will find the obelisks on our map until Sunday, until the end of Sunday. Did we get any damage? Yeah, 5 damage. Sooner or later we will be eliminated though. And we need these skill level up items, so I go into every battle I can. Just to get even stronger. Remember, everything counts. We just need 7,000 to be in the top 10, so it's very much borderline. Every little edge helps. I think we can continue this way. Even though we're not maximizing the number of hexagons discovered, but we're maximizing the rewards, and this helps. Unfortunately, I cannot spend anything anymore. And unfortunately, we lost half of our health, but we made good progress regardless. So, concluding the second part of the day. In the main story, we made progress. Level challenge. It continues because we make progress. We need to reach 41. I don't know if we will. Underground, we made good progress. 6.5 will be needed. Unit upgrades are ongoing. They are connected with everything else we do. Unit rank connected. We don't need to pay attention to it. Spell scroll spending, oh yeah. Before the review, let me go to the hero screen and spend anything I can. Here I cannot spend anything. That's interesting, I cannot spend anything. But I have 280 scrolls, so let's see where we are in the spending. So we've spent 704 and we can spend 280. So this is 984. So we'll reach the 1000. The only issue is that the maximum is 3000 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 3000. And the reward is kind of high. I cannot quantify the rewards themselves, but it's a relatively serious reward. So here, I don't know if we'll make it. I'll show you how we can accelerate things just in case I didn't make it and you wanted to, you can calculate how much to buy. So sometimes we get scrolls here and the refresh is 20 diamonds worth. So 1 diamond is 1 scroll basically. For 3000 diamonds we can buy the whole thing. Is it worth 3000 diamonds? Very unlikely. Here, arena coins. We're not getting the reward that we're looking for. Campaigns. Oh, let's get the purple crystal. Now we can have it. For upgrades, this is worth it. And how do we spend the remaining items? Those soul stones don't matter. Getting a dwarf would not hurt. Getting an Efreet would not hurt. The reason why it would not hurt is that, remember, here, as we level up in terms of power, we're gonna get Efreetis. So if I could choose between dwarfs that I don't have and Efreetis that I do, because as far as I can see I don't have dwarfs. Oh, unit upgrade. Fully random click. So as far as I can see I don't have dwarfs. So that's the better purchase. Is it a mandatory purchase? Unlikely. But we're already owning some. So this is better than the dwarf. Eventually we'll get both of them because to get this currency we just have to play the campaign. Sooner or later we'll get them both. Artifacts, so this charm and ring and cards. Let's see where they are. You know, we're strategic. Most of the time they don't matter. That's just ring of life and vitality. So we're already on level 2. In here it's not an expensive one. So that's the problem with some of these purchases, that when you don't know their value. So these, like this 50 purchase, maybe I'd rather go for the orange ones. I would prefer the orange ones. But some of the orange ones require massive level up requirements. Maybe the purple ones could be an option if my strength is on the line and I have to do a last minute purchase. If I have to do a purchase, I would rather do a last minute purchase so that others cannot react and overspend. Because, you know, if two or more people have, let's say, go for the same reward, in that case they can overspend. No, I won't return to my territory, I'll do it later. And with that, we're finishing the afternoon session. In the evening, we have a chance to spend a bit more energy after 2030 and buy a bit more from the marketplace after 2100. So stay tuned for that.